Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome. Hello. It is good to see you all here. It is Foxhole Fridays, and welcome in as we continuing with our adventures of Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the newest serial, the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Hi. So first off, I just want to give you all a little bit of a heads up. We have ongoing excitement when it comes to our tech today, and I'm hoping we can get all of, just let me know if things are weird, because we have games tomorrow and the day after, and with other people, and I want to make sure everything is okay. So what do you think when a horror writer includes a dog in their scenario? What's going to happen? It depends. Is the horror writer from back in the day or the present day? If they are a millennial or a Gen Z person, nothing bad will happen to the dog. If they're Gen X or older, the dog might die or become possessed. So basically, if they're Gen X or older, bad things will happen to the dog. If they're millennial or younger, no bad things will happen to the dog at all, and the dog will survive. That's what I expect. Yes. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome. It is lovely to have you here. We also have Josh Meehan in the chat. I'm excited about that. So, we are, I should say all the things. Thank you for being here. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you. Leave a comment, like, or subscribe. We are on our way in that direction. Thank you for everyone who's watching. If you want to help us out, you can do so by retweeting our Go Live tweet or reskeeting our Go Live skeet, telling your friends so they can all show up and be here for the amazingness that is this show. I appreciate you being here with me for our solo adventures. And we have a Patreon. You can go and support us on Patreon. All of the money that comes in through Patreon goes to pay for the casts and for commissions. Not me. I come in last if there's anything left over extra. You can also give tips and bits, which also goes to help support our casts. And if you are on our Patreon, and we have a very special tier called the sponsor tier, which is, there are only 4 of them, and that is $200, which will pay for a cast of 4 people for 1 session. And and if you do that, you get a special shout out, special spot in our credits, and a special radio ad that will be played in our break once per session. And let's see, we have many things, I think, really, but we have one special Patreon, and that is one of our sponsors is Will and TW, who is our long-standing sponsor, who's great and wonderful, and has been also taking notes for us from the very beginning. So much love for them. And if you leave a message on your tips and bits, I will read it out at the end when we get to this space. Now, I know that my lighting is very strange. Normally, I have 2 sets of lights, the colored light, which illuminates my background, and then another light, which hits me from over on this side, which allows me not to have this particular light as large, as bright as it is, but that light died just now. So we're going to be a little bit dramatic. So thank you for bearing with me. So let's think about what we have going on. Let's begin. We are playing Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, which is a fictional character in the Traveler universe that in the Traveler campaign that I'm running, the Gamblers. And it is, however, so it's like a fictional Flash Gordon type protagonist that is, hangs out in serials. Now, the system we're using for this is Ironsworn Starforged, which is also by Josh Meehan, who's our artist who did the amazing artwork for that game, and also for the Crash Jones and the Pirates of Drynax poster that we commissioned, which is really amazing. And I'm very excited about that. And also Sean Tompkins. So this is a great game. I recommend it. This is my reference book for it. Woohoo! Oop. The art's beautiful. It's a very fun game. It's built to be made solo, but it's also made for small numbers of players with no GM or also with a GM. It's beautiful. The art is gorgeous. There are 18,000 tables that give you anything you could want. I love it. And we are using that to tell the story of our pulp hero, Crash Jones. And let's see. Oh, I'm also using nboughton.uk's app Stargazer, which is an app that lets you track all of the things that are happening in your game online. It is great. I also recommend it. And let's see. I do have some things to share with you all, I believe. So if he uses cliffhangers like they did in the 1950s, doesn't something happen the audience didn't see to give the hero some great advantage in the first scene? Well, we get a bonus to our momentum, basically. That's all. Um, I should share with you all that we have some cards that represent our character. And I want to remind you and myself what they are. We have a starship, which we are currently not in, which gives us a bonus when we are, well, it just lets us, fly around in space. We are an ace pilot, which helps us when we are in a vehicle, which we are currently not. We are also a vestige of another time and place because we are, after all, a pilot from the 1940s, lost in time and space to get here into the Trojan reaches. And so if we ever get into really bad trouble in terms of dying, don't let me forget that we have that. We also have our overseer module, June, who's our AI on the ship, who can help us when we secure advantage or gain ground. But unfortunately, we're also not on our ship, so we cannot use this. Lost in time and lost in space in meaning. Where did I, where did I put my flask? Oh, I see it. We also have some Starbeam chocolate milk from our sponsor, which at the moment, because it's good for your bones, will help us if we have to face danger, react under fire, or clash against any physical attacks. That's all we've got right now. And we have our jungle cat, Emerald, the viridian tiger, who can help us when she steps into fight at our side. However, she's currently not with us. She's locked outside of the bar. So we are sort of in trouble, is all I want to say. We have no resources and we're in a little bit of trouble. So let's recap. By the way, we also have experience points that we can spend to upgrade some of our things or also to get new new items. So we should ponder this. Knowing that we need to ponder all of these things. Also, I do feel very bright, but let's start our game, shall we? And let's see if we can get into our situation, because our situation is not great, all folks. We have to begin a session. So when we begin a session or chapter of play, do all the following: identify or adjust flag content. Set a flag, we're good. Review or recap what happened last session. We will do that in a dramatic way. Set the scene by envisioning your character's current situation and intent, which we will certainly do. And then if we wish, we can spotlight a new danger, opportunity, or insight. And this can include a scene hidden from your character's perspective. And if we do, we envision a brief vignette, and then the players take +1 momentum. Yeah, we're going to do that. So let's roll, why don't we, to find out. We have a couple of beginning the session things we'll have to do. Unexpected return of an enemy or threat. Okay, we have an unexpected return of an enemy or threat. Is going to be a problem for this session. Let's see. An unexpected return of an enemy or threat. So let's think about what that might mean. We have a bunch of problems over on, we have Baron Winter, who we know is a big problem, and is currently kidnapping someone, but Oh, you know who we have as a problem? Oh, this is great. Oh, I know exactly what we can do. We have a problem when it comes to pirates. We have a pirate enemy that we are looking for. If we go to our um, challenges, we want to. So we've got Million Zukov, free the people in the Library of Dead, Viridian. Okay, rescue. We have a pirate, actually. Who is our pirate? We have to. Oh my gosh. We have a pirate that we need to deal with. Oh, what was our I don't think we've dealt with our pirate. There's also Millie, but Millie is complicated, I think. You know what we should do? We're going to just do a real quick thing. We're going to look because this is great about this. Let's look at our Pyre of the Dead. We rolled to convince the head necro-cybrarian that we were authorized to take out books. Library of the Dead. We've got some mysterious assailants. Oh, you know what? We don't have our. I don't think we have our. Did we do that? Did we actually? I think we've made our. Hold on. I don't think we've made our sword yet. Its location can be found in the Library of the Dead. We need. I vow to forge an iron sword from cold iron, part of the wreckage of the Terran planetary core. This will make me a true heroic. Its location can only be found in the Library of the Dead. So actually, I think we still have got some trouble here, everyone, because I don't think we got the location. Uh, let's see. Progress roll. So we did that. Yeah, folks, I don't actually think we forged our sword yet because I think we now have the location of where we can forge it, but I don't think we have our sword just yet. That is terrible. Uh yeah. Okay. Uh y'all, let's look at our vows. I think we need to check out our vows. So we have to deal with Blaine's Blades, this pirate group. So I think we're going to have to deal with Margaret Blaine, Terror of the Spaceways, because I do not think we've defeated her. And that can come in. Let's see. Gain the card catalog, defeat the Necrocybrarians. That's great. Uh, we've reconciled people. We've defeated the planetary pirate guards. Yeah, so actually, I think we've got some problems with Margaret Blaine. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that we're going to have to deal with some pirates as part of the situation. And I'm afraid we're going to have to look at our challenges because I think we're missing one. So let's look at our vows, shall we? We've got these progress clocks, which are our current ones. Which, um, by the way, oh, we actually have completed this one, I think. So we're gonna have to delete the ones that we have completed. No big deal. Let's delete this one because we don't have to deal with it. Also, by the way, um, we need to talk about this fight we're going to be in. Find the true noble heir. That's our big epic. Aid the Dread Liege Dalton. Rescue the Dread Liege Dalton. Viridian to Velez. Free the people in the Library of the Dead. Find the cure. We have to do that first. Track down Bart Jones and bring him to justice. We have to do that as well. We have to go and find the Phantom's brother. But you know what? I don't actually think we've completed our mission of making our Ironsworn sword. So that's terrible. I vow to forge an iron sword from cold iron, part of the wreckage of the Terran planetary core. This will make me a true heroic Ironsworn, worthy of saving the true Sindali heir. Its location can only be found in the Library of the Dead. Weak hit. You can set your Traveler game in many different eras. There are lots of different eras, but I believe we're in 1107, which is far, far in the future. Yeah, I found a reference to the Pirate Queen and a pirate called, that's Merrick Velez. Thank you, Willen. Willen, I don't think I made the sword. Do you know? Because I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't. But Margaret Blaine is our dangerous pirate, and so yes, we need almost 4,000 years of back pay. Yes, I think what we have is the location of part of the wreckage of the Terran planetary core. Yes. Right. I feel like we're gonna have to make a new vow, is what I think we're gonna have to do to get that planetary core so we can to make our sword. I think we still have to do that. I think we know the location, but I don't think we have the vow yet. We're gonna have to do that. We can't do it just yet, but I believe that is a thing we have to do, and I believe that Margaret Blaine is still a problem. And so, since Margaret Blaine is still a problem, let us set the scene to get Margaret Blaine's situation here. So let's say yes, but it can't be the real sword. If it were the real sword, he would have finished his quest, but I don't think he did. So, I just want to know why the vow is not up here on our vows, because it really should be there. It should be there. So I think actually he must have like a generic sword, not like a real Ironsworn sword that will really he needs to get some he has the location of where he can find a meteorite full of the core, like some of Terran iron, but he has to get it still. This is terrible. Okay. Oh, you have a sentence that says, can they fulfill their vows? Now CH has his sword. Okay, which means we do have it, which is why the vow's not there. Great, I feel good about myself. Okay, so. Welcome, everyone, to the newest episode. I really need I need some 1930s music. I need to make that really badly, and I will. Welcome, viewers, welcome Space Cadets to Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, Episode 2. We welcome you, we at GD Enterprises and also Starbeam Chocolate Milk welcome you to the newest and latest and greatest Crash Jones serial. That's right, Crash Jones. Before we begin, we know that our hero, Crash Jones, was left in a sticky situation. But before we can go back to Crash Jones, we must pull back. Crash Jones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he found some of that iron and then forged it there in the Library of the Dead, which is why I think he has it. We pull back away from Crash Jones, across the blighted cityscape that is the pirate planet Thebe, and high in a corporate tower in the penthouse floor, we see Margaret Blaine, terror of the spaceways and captain of Blaine's Blades. Our captain, the evil pirate queen, Margaret Blaine, takes a communicator. As it rings, She presses a button and a holographic image shows up. There she sees an Aslan mercenary outside of Club 57. And the mercenary says, Captain Blaine, we want to let you know that we have located Crash Jones. It does not seem as if Merrick Velez, the thorn in our side, is with him, but surely he'll be able to lead us to Merrick Velez. And if not, I believe killing Crash Jones will be good enough after he has thwarted our plans one too many times. Margaret Blaine, Captain Blaine, smiles with an evil smile and says, Well, I see that you have him surrounded. Yes, bring him to me, and then I can bring him to Baron Winter and settle my debt once and for all. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Willen. He made his sword in the engine room in the last episode of the Library of the Dead with a weak hit. Thank you. Willen, you are a superstar. So, and with that, we shall return across the cityscape to Club 57, where our hero, Crash Jones, is surrounded. By the way, we get to add 1 momentum because we, took that scene and have more danger. Let me, oops. My numbers are not, the numbers are not doing what they need to do. I'm going to keep track over here. We've got 8 momentum, which is great. Ignore the fact that it's not doing what I want it to do. We will get there. Okay. Last time on Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, Crash Jones, our hero, made his way to a hive of scum and villainy, Club 57 on the planet Thief, the pirate planet. Crash Jones, our hero, walked in looking for the Phantom, the greatest information broker in all of the Trojan Reaches. He had to give up his weapons and also Emerald, his viridian tiger chum, who's been waiting out back as he negotiated with the Phantom. He name-dropped Millie Bullock to show that he was actually quite serious and connected. Little did he know, the Phantom revealed that Millie Bullock has been betraying him all this time, selling him out, giving information to Baron Winter in order to track him. Crash Jones had a hard time believing it, but yet it seemed to be true. Crash Jones swore, however, that if the Phantom would give, who is an Aslan woman of a Varga woman of great talent and suspiciousness, would give him the location of the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, he would rescue her little brother, who has also been captured by the Baron Winter. She gave him the coordinates, and unfortunately for him, at that moment, a group of Aslan mercenaries, no doubt paid for or working for the evil Baron Winter, broke into the club. As we know, Club 57 is terribly, terribly well defended, full of armor, and now Crash Jones looked to the Phantom, who in turn said, I have nothing to do with this fellow. I was giving him false information and just waiting for you to come and pick him up. Seemingly betrayed by also the Phantom. What is Crash Jones to do? He doesn't have his sword. He doesn't have his gun. And he doesn't have Emerald. He's surrounded by Aslan no-goodniks and villains. Especially their leader. Their leader Failsafe is his name, the mercenary captain. They surround him. Things are dangerous. Things are looking bad for our hero, Crash Jones. And now we return to episode 2 of Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, as Crash Jones squares off against an entire squad of Aslan mercenaries. Oh my. My friends, before we begin, I was just reviewing, the situation, and we need to look at our challenges and vows. Also, we need to do one more thing, which is we have to roll to see whether or not Dalton's danger is due. Oh no! Everyone, I just rolled to see if Dalton's danger is due, and right down there at the bottom, his clock ticked a little further, and that's not great. So, we're gonna have to know what that means. As Crash Jones faces off against an entire squad of Aslan mercenaries, well across space, in the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, Dalton Danvers, the Dread Liege of the Drynax Barbarians, is strapped to a metal conveyor belt, and the evil Baron Winter stands right by the switch, and the evil Baron Winter says, "Well now, Dread Liege Dalton, let us see whether or not Crash Jones can come and save you before you are destroyed by my laser beam forest." And with that, Baron Winter flips the switch, pulls it downward, and very slowly, the conveyor belt begins to move towards the end, where there is a veritable forest of cutting laser beams moving back and forth. And slowly, Dread Liege Dalton begins to inch by inch, towards the surely deadly laser forest. That said, let us return back to Crash Jones. My friends, I was just looking up things, little details, and you see, if you're in a conflict that involves people being dangerous to you, really you should have, it should be formidable and not dangerous. So this will be a formidable challenge that we are coming upon. Escape 57, the goal of this is to escape Club 57 with our weapons with Emerald and while protecting the Phantom from retaliation from Baron Winter. That's a grand goal. I believe that we need to give ourselves a subsidiary mission. I think we need to have 2 progress tracks. And the secondary one is going to be rescue Emerald from the back room and retrieve our weapons. That should be a secondary, that should be its own progress clock, and we'll mark that as troublesome. And then we're going to have escape Club 57 while protecting the Phantom from retaliation from Baron Winter will be our formidable challenge track. That is going to be how we're doing it. We're going to have 2 different progress clocks happening at the same time. Whew. And I have something up my sleeve. But all of that said, let us begin. Crash Jones sees the Aslan mercenaries fanning out, surrounding him. Whatever shall he do? Well, as they come in, he hears Emerald clawing at a door in the back. That is where they must have taken her to keep her out of the way. To one side is his chum Emerald. To the other To the other is the coat check where his weapons might land. So, in this moment, as they are beginning to pull out weapons, all right, Crash Jones, your time has come. We plan on taking you captive, dead or alive. We only need your body, Crash Jones. So, go ahead. Why don't you make this difficult on me? If you don't mind, I need to turn down my volume. It's too loud for me. Better. That works for me. I hope it's okay for you. Okay. We are going to begin a conflict, everyone. We're going to begin a conflict. And this is a move. This is a move where we have to find out where we're at, you know? Like, how's it going with us? Are we doing well? Are we not doing well? Why don't we, enter the fray? When we initiate combat or are forced into a fight, which we are, we've got our objectives, get our stuff back, and then get out. And, we have to roll to see if we are in control or not. So, if we are on the move, we roll edge. If we're facing up against a foe, roll heart. If we're the thick of it in close quarters, roll iron. If we're preparing to act against an unaware foe, shadow. If we're caught in a trap or sizing up a situation, roll wit. Well, I think we're facing off against a foe, so I think we should be rolling heart. So why don't we do that? I feel like that's the way to go. We're gonna roll heart. My friends, let's roll heart and see what we get. A weak hit. A weak hit. We rolled a 4 versus a 6 and a 2. So we can either take +2 momentum or be in control. And my friends, this is an easy situation. We are going to be in control. That is what we're going to do. Because being in control is very, very important. All right. So, since we're in control, we get to act first. And we are going to... The Aslan mercenaries begin to surround Crash Jones. They are certain that they have the upper hand, but little do they know that Crash Jones is no ordinary patron of this bar, well-armored and well-defended bar full of scum and villainy. No, Crash Jones is a Solomani hero, and he cannot be taken down so easily. He takes a swig of his Starbeam chocolate milk. All right, if this is how it's going to be, I'm afraid this is how it's going to have to be. Quick, look over there. And with that, Crash Jones flips the table up, ducking behind it and pushing it. Did you know that Crash Jones was an all-star, all-American quarterback hero back in, which is a sort of sporting game done by the Solomani thousands of years ago. And flipping the table up, he puts his shoulder against it, and he begins to pushing the table towards all of the mercenaries. My friends, this is going to be a strike. We are going to push the table towards these Aslan mercenaries to try to push them out of the way, and we're going to have this be a strike. I think that we're in control, and we're going to assault this foe at close quarters, and we're going to roll iron. Yes, my friends, let us see how this goes. Oh no, it's a miss! It's an 8 and a 9. Hold on. Oh no. Wait. No? No. Oh, no. No. Okay, so this is bad. On a miss, the fight turns against you. You are in a bad spot. And you must pay the price. Oh, no. Okay, well, my friends, we're gonna have to pay the price. And, yeah, okay. Well, when you suffer the outcome of an action, choose one. Make the most obvious negative outcome happen, or ask the Oracle for inspiration, or roll on the table below. Well, my friend, I believe we are going to have to, we're gonna have to pay the price. Well, let's see. I feel like the most obvious thing is that we're gonna have to suffer, right? And I think that we're going to have to endure harm, I guess, is what happens. Yeah, so let's, oh, we could either endure harm or lose momentum. Well, if we lose momentum, we get -1 for a minor setback, -2 for a serious, or -3. Or we can endure harm. Let's see. When you face physical injury, fatigue, or illness, suffer -1 for minor harm, -2 for serious harm, or -3 for major harm. You know, I actually think this is lose momentum rather than endure harm, because we're pushing, right? So let's see. Let's go with, I feel like this was probably a minor setback. It's our first one, so we'll escalate afterwards. Envision how the prices play and apply the cost. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. We are going to reduce our momentum from the 7 that it was, 8 that it was, down to a 7. And let's see, it's going to go like this. Also, I really would like this to be... Hello, momentum. I actually think there's some kind of shenanigans here is what I think is happening, but don't even worry about it. Don't ask me. Our momentum, by the way, is now 7. I actually have this lovely counter that can track my momentum as well. And, boom. All right. Crash Jones, our hero, flips the table up, puts his shoulder into it, and begins to ram the table towards the Aslan mercenaries. Pushing. The Aslan mercenaries, for their part, see the table coming at them, and they all group together, press back, standing firm. Failsafe. The Aslan captain presses his hands against the table and pushes back. Slowly, the tide begins to turn against our hero, Crash Jones, who pushes, but to no avail. And slowly he's pushed backwards, further back, until he is pushed into a corner. Now he's trapped. He has no weapons. He has no chums. And he is pushed back behind the corner. And the mercenary captain, Failsafe, says, "Ha ha ha ha! Puny human, you think that you have the strength of the Aslan? No, we, the Aslan Hierarch, will push you back, just like we shall soon invade all of the Trojan Reaches and push all of the humans back, taking planet by planet. Ha 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 ha! You, ours, Crash Jones. If you don't wish for everyone and everything you love to be destroyed, you will just give up now. Or else, you will come to regret it." This, by the way, is our villains striking back, because we're now in a bad spot. So in a conflict like this, we've got a couple of options. We can, what we can do depends on whether or not we are in control or in a bad spot. Since we are in a bad spot, we can only react to their badnesses, is what it is. And since they are attacking us, our choices are either to clash if we fight back or react under fire, right? And I think we're going to have to react under fire. That's our choice. And I think what we will do is, it says, if we have to remain stalwart against fear or temptation, we have to roll heart. And I think that's what we're doing. We are going to be rolling heart to try to not be demoralized by this terrible thing. I mean, we've had a bad spot. Well, hey, I had a question for you. Do we get a +1 on our roll? No, we get +1 momentum. Okay. But I do believe, since we ended our last session, we get a... No, it's momentum. Okay. Let's react under fire and find out what happens. Strong hit. Okay, on a strong hit, we succeed and are in control. Take +1 momentum. My friends? The Aslan mercenary, failsafe, taunts Crash Jones, backing him into the corner. And Crash Jones sits, for one moment's shoulder still pressed up against the table. He's thinking to himself, Millie Bullock. The Phantom said that she sold him out, that one of his dearest chums was actually a betrayer. And now, the Phantom betrayed him as well. He's surrounded. He has no help. He has no hope. But this is the moment when great heroes do not falter. They do not fail. Instead, they reach deep down into their heart and their soul. And they do not falter. They do not blink. And Crash Jones says, all right, failsafe. I want you to know something. I am Soleimani. And we Soleimani, we don't run from fights, and we don't give up. You say, you Aslan, that you can push us around, but you can't. And you want to know why? You can't because we're not alone. It might look like we are on our own, that we are lost, but we aren't. No. Instead, I need you to know that I will never be defeated while Sol, the sun in our system, continues to shine. And with that, Crash Jones flips over the table in a feat of acrobatic prowess. This, by the way, is going to be, we're going to call this let's see. Gain ground is what this is going to be. As we're going to try to take an action that will reinforce our position. And this is going to be, if we're maneuvering, this is going to be edge, because we're definitely using edge, which is our dexterity, which is going to help us, I think, try to flip over this situation. And so, we have to roll. I don't think we did yet, right? No. Yes. Okay, roll. Edge. A miss! A 10 and a 6. We rolled a 4. Oh, no. Okay. No. This is the time where we burn momentum, everyone. This is the time where we burn momentum. We have 8 momentum, and that will get us... we can replace the die that we rolled with the... That's what you do with momentum. This is why momentum is great. When you burn momentum, and why don't we just do that? let's just burn momentum, shall we? We replace our momentum. It goes all the way back down to 2. We replace the die roll with that momentum number, which is an 8, which is more than that 6, which gives us a weak hit. And a weak hit is better than a non-weak hit. And with a weak hit, we get to mark progress. We have 3 choices: mark progress, take 2 momentum, or add +1 in our next move. And we are going to mark progress. We are trying to get our chum back, our assets. And, you know, this is a troublesome task. And so I believe we should be able to mark just 3 boxes. I want you to see it. Rescuing Emerald from the back room. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I also feel as if this is going to help us in escaping the Club 57. Crash Jones acrobatically flips over the table, jumps off the lip of the table behind these mercenaries. They flip around and they turn. Crash Jones is in control of the situation. Looking around, he's on the other side. He can hear Emerald crying from the corner. He knows that his chum Emerald is over there, and for one brief moment, they lock eyes. And quickly, like a lightning bolt, Crash Jones begins to run towards the sound of his chum, Emerald, the Viridian Tiger. This is going to be gaining ground, everyone, and we're going to be gaining ground with edge, is what I think we're going to be doing here, because we are trying to get ourselves in a better situation. And that is a miss. Oh, and we cannot get anywhere about that one at all. This is terrible. On a miss. Oh, no. We're in a bad spot. And the foe gains upper hand. The fight moves to the location, or you encounter a new peril. Okay. I'm in a bad spot and must pay the price. Okay. Well, we're going to take harm. I need to take a note about this, my friends. Let's take a note. We've already lost momentum once. Okay. It's bad. Crash Jones flips over the table. They make eyes. He begins to run, and just as he's beginning to move, the entire bar, all of the patrons, the hive of scum and villainy, they begin to impede his progress. He tries to dodge, tries to move, but suddenly there are big, heavy beer glasses flying every which way, and one of them cracks him right in the head. This, my friends, is going to have to be a suffer move. We're going to have to get hit in the face by, badness. We're going to take endure harm is what we're going to do. Let us endure harm. When we face physical injury, we're going to suffer -1 for minor harm, because this is our first harm. We're going to escalate as things go further. This is bad. But this is, we have a choice. We can try to shake it off. So let's see, when you face physical injury, fatigue, or illness, suffer, if your health is 0, you lose, right? Then, if your health is 0, or you choose to resist the harm, we can roll health or iron, whichever is higher. We're going to try to resist this harm to see if we can. So either we can just take the harm or try to resist it, and I think we're going to try to resist the harm. This is the best we can do here, I think. To resist harm, we have to roll with either health or iron, and our health is 5, so we should definitely try to resist with health. Let's do other, and the other is 5, which is our health. Okay, let's try to resist. All right, let's go. Strong hit. Okay, On a strong hit, we shake it off and we're not wounded, and we take +1 health, or we embrace the pain and take +1 momentum. Ooh, our momentum is really low. It's at 2 now. 2. Do we want the momentum and we're in a bad way, or do we want to take the hit? Whew. Oh gosh. And a strong hit puts you in control. Oh, I don't know if it does, because I don't know if it does. If you, on a strong hit, you shake it off. On a weak hit, on a miss. Yeah, it doesn't say we get to be back in control. No. Let's see. I want to double check though. Let's see. Unarmed brawl, taking hits, that's fine. Bumps and bruises. Momentum. If we resist it. If you do make the roll, resolve the outcome. On a strong hit, you're undaunted, take +1 health. If you are in a fight, the strong hit put, yes, it does. We are back in control. Thank you. Haha. Okay. So we're going to use this to keep our health up, right? So as Crash Jones begins to move across the room, a big heavy metal beer glass comes flying across the room, straight at our Crash Jones's head. Crash Jones sees it at the very last minute and dodges out of the way, knowing that he's in trouble. He has got to get the high ground. With that, Crash Jones is going to try and gain ground, because we are in control, and will leap up onto the tables, hoping that that will get him across this crowd. This is still edge, by the way. Yeah. Yep. It is a... Oh, no! Okay, this is a miss with a match, and matches are criticals. And this is a miss with a match, which makes it a critical failure. If we had the ability to burn momentum, we could make this a critical hit, but we cannot. So, on a miss, your foe gains the upper hand. And we're gonna have to pay the price, which is going to have to be more... We're gonna have to... Yeah. Oh, this is gonna have to be more physical harm. So here's the thing. This is a critical. And this is bad. It's a critical. So I feel like, since this is a critical fail, and we're in a bad way, let's see. Let's see what it has to say for us right now. I don't feel great about it. Matches. Let's just see what it says with our lovely handout. So the match represents a heightened negative outcome, a complication, or a new danger. You can also let the intensity of the success failure. Okay, so... Well, this is going to be 2 wounds rather than 1. This matched failure means this is a more serious blow. And we're going to go down to we're going to have -2 health. Yeah. So we're going to make it serious now. And we're going to have to try to... We're going to have to try and resist. Well, my iron is a... What's my iron? My iron is a 2. My health is a 3. We're going to have to try to resist with that health. This is not the best situation we've got going on, everybody, but this is what it is. Let's see. Other... We have a 3 that we're looking at right now. Miss. Okay. On a weak hit, on a miss, it's worse than you thought. suffer an additional -1 health, or lose momentum. Okay. This is bad, everyone. Our health was a 5. It is now a 3. And we had 2 momentum, and we're going to lose both of those momentum. This is bad. And we're in a bad spot. What this means is, Crash Jones, our great hero, jumps upon one of the tables, hoping to leap across the tables to where he might be able to find his chum Emerald. Unfortunately, as he leaps from table to table, hands reach out and grab him, and suddenly, their Aslan clawing at him in every moment, their dew claws piercing his skin. He can feel the claws of the Aslan puncture his body, and he's on the ground, on the floor, and they're beginning to grapple him. It looks bad for our hero, Crash Jones. It's desperate. He's got to find a way to get out of the terrible situation he's in. Hold on. Wait, I do have Starbeam chocolate milk. This would not have helped me, because I rolled a 6. Starbeam, where are you? Here you are. When I face danger, react under fire, clash against physical attacks, or impacts after drinking Starbeam, which he did, I may preset my action die to a 3, to a 4. Okay. If we face danger, react under fire. All right. We can't react under fire because we're not in control. We cannot face danger because that is not the move for us right now. Or clash. I think we're going to have to clash. Yeah, we're going to have to clash. Because we're in a bad way. So, clashing is when you're in a bad spot and fight back against a foe at close quarters, roll iron. Okay. Everyone, we're going to use the ability from the Starbeam chocolate milk. And we're going to preset our die roll to a 4. We have to fight back. This is going to have to be with iron, because that is what we're doing. Are you ready? I'm not. I'm really afraid, everybody. Well, we have no momentum. This is it. I'm gonna just roll a 5 and a 9. Point of order. That's a 3 there on that D6, but we have preset our D6 to a 4. And that 4 plus a 2 is a 6, which is a weak hit because it beats that 5. Because we have Starbeam chocolate milk. It says here, you may preset the action die to 4. On a strong hit with a match, take +2 momentum as you build confidence and make an impression on your foes. We didn't get a strong hit with a match, but we did get a weak hit. And on a weak hit, we mark progress, but we are dealt a counter blow or setback. We stay in a bad spot and must pay the price. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, all right, we get to mark progress, and this is progress on trying to get our help and our supplies. Well, that's three hits on the getting our friends back, which leads us to 6. But we also have to pay the price. What is the paying the price that we have to do? We're being grappled. We're still in a bad room. we get a counterblow or a setback, we stay in a bad spot and we must pay the price. Okay. I think what we have to do is... Okay. Crash Jones has now more and more of these Aslan mercenaries upon him, holding him down, and he thinks, I must get out of here, or else it'll be too late. With all of his might, he presses, he pushes, he strikes. He's able to wriggle out of the blows of this rain of feline terror. Moving backwards, he thinks, I might just be able to make it. He turns, he thinks, I'll have to get my sword and my ray gun. So he moves, turns towards where the coat check is, and as he scrambles there, he sees Failsafe, the evil Aslan captain, holding the Phantom, with an arm lock, with a gun, his own gun pointed at the Phantom. And the mercenary captain says, I would stop right there, Crash Jones, if you don't want this ally of yours to end up with a few extra holes in her head. You say that you are honorable. Well then, give up now, Crash Jones. We're gonna call this enduring stress. So we're now facing a mental strain, shock, or despair. We have to suffer minus spirit. This is going to be... I think this is... Is this minor stress, serious stress, or major stress? I think this is... I mean... This is bad. I think this is serious stress. I think we're going to lose 2 spirit, but we can try to shake it off. So we're going to roll heart. Oh, spirit or heart. They're both the same. We're going to try to shake this off. Strong hit. Strong hit. Strong hit, everyone. This is a strong hit. Okay. We are not going to be shaken. So we are only going to lose 1 of our spirit. By the way, I would love to update my numbers for you, but I can't. We're not going to get the momentum. But I believe, since we endured stress, it is a strong hit, which means we're unfazed, and we're now in control. The Aslan mercenary is threatening the Phantom. We have -1 spirit. Let's see if this will work for us. You know, I think what is happening right now is that I think what's happening, by the way, if you are curious, is that because I just updated OBS, I need to reset permissions or something along those lines. But know that we're now at 4. Crash Jones looks at this Aslan mercenary captain, knowing that it's serious. Yes, I know. Our numbers, my scoreboard is not doing what it needs to do. And he thinks, there's no way I can give it away. I'm going to have to find some way to make him think that I don't care about what's happening. All right, what do I do? What do I do? Look. Okay, so here's the problem, everybody. The best move that I can make here is, I could try to... Everyone, here's a moment that's serious. Crash Jones is not the kind of guy that lies or thinks a lot. That's the sort of thing that is not where he's at. He's full of heart. And I think that's important. So, he's going to boldly charge into action, coming to the aid of others, negotiating or commanding. This is rolling heart. That's gaining ground. Striking. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Starbeam? We, have had our Starbeam chocolate milk. We're going to preset our action die to 4. And we are going to say, I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. Nobody threatens anybody around me. And with that, Crash Jones leaps into action, hoping to knock the Alzan captain off balance just enough to give the Phantom room to escape. This is gonna be us rolling heart because we are trying to react under fire using our Starbeam chocolate milk. We roll a strong hit. Okay. So on a strong hit, we succeed and we're in control. And that is going, no, wait, we're not reacting under fire. We are in control, so we are trying to gain ground. Pardon me. Great. We can't use our Starbeam, but that's okay. On a strong hit, we get to mark progress, take +2 momentum, and we're going to take the +2 momentum, and we're going to mark progress. This is what we have to do. This is, we're going to be at 2 momentum, and we're going to mark progress. Okay. This is to get our progress. I'm going to say this will also give us a box of marking progress on escaping the club, right? With this, Crash Jones says, look, I don't care about the Phantom. She didn't give me any information at all. She lied to me. So I don't care what you do with her, really, I wouldn't care, except that I don't like it when people try to attack people who are defenseless. So, and especially not with my weapon. And with that, Crash Jones rushes forward, knocks the Aslan mercenary captain right on the chin, flipping the weapon up in the air, and pushing so that the Phantom is able to scurry out of range. With that, I believe that we can make a progress check to get our stuff back. Yeah. We're going to take decisive action, everybody. We have, so you can see it, we have 9 check marks on rescue Emerald from the back room and retrieve our weapons. So we are going to try to succeed at this check. We only have 2 checks to escape the club because this is, after all, a formidable problem. But I believe in us. We're going to try to take decisive action. Yeah. We're going to roll it. Did we roll it? I don't think we rolled it. We didn't roll it. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, no, we did roll it. Oh, holy heck. Holy heck, everybody. We did roll it, and it says right there, strong hit with a match. Okay. Golly. Okay. We did it. Okay. This is a strong hit with a match, everybody. This is, oh, gosh. Okay. Wait. A match is a critical success. So we get an interesting twitch or a new opportunity. Okay. Oh, golly. Some moves and assets say what this specific is. Otherwise, you can use a match as a prompt to add a twist, create a new complication, or introduce a new peril. Also intensity. Okay. All right. Well, we know what we want to do. Okay. This is going to change everything. Okay. We're in control. So which means we can do this. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. On a strong hit, you prevail. Take +1 momentum. If any objectives remain and the fight continues, I'm still in control. But we also get some kind of good bonus. So we're going to add momentum. Our momentum is now 3. And we're going to get something positive. Something positive happens to us. What positive thing happens? Let's see. Well, I suppose we're going to need an oracle for this, right? Something really positive happens. Well, let's see. We're going to need oracles. We need oracles for this, everyone, because good stuff just happened. Core, action, theme, distributor focus, no. Planet, settlement, starship, character, creature, derelict, vault, faction, location, miscellaneous. Story complication, story clue, anomaly effect, combat action. Well, let's do like a story clue. Could be good. That seems like it could be positive. Let's roll the story clue. Let's do that. Suggests a looming event or deadline. I don't know about that. Doesn't seem interesting. Involves a non-human being or creature. Well, we know that. This is not going to be interesting for us at all. No, let's clear the results. We need something different. Custom, no. Location, theme, feature. Okay, let's we're in a, let's see. We are in a fortified place. Let's get an opportunity. Potential collaborator or informant reveals themselves. Yes. That's what we get, everyone. That's what we get. This is us. A potential collaborator or informant reveals themselves is going to be what we get for our bonus. And I am here for it. So, this is what happens. Crash Jones knocks the Ashen mercenary backwards, flips his ray gun into the air, catching it into his hand. Now, with his trusty gun by his side, he's one step closer to escaping this place. Now, all he needs is to rescue his chum, Emerald. And that's when he hears a familiar voice. Crash Jones, who said you can get into a fight without me? And there, right by the locked door to the back room where Emerald is being held, is Millie Bullock, the woman that the Phantom said had betrayed him. But there she is, with her sonic lockpick out of her mechanical hand, unlocking the electric lock on the backroom door with one swift motion. Whoosh! She pops the door open, and there and then, the door opens, and out charges Emerald, the viridian tiger, angry and full of sass. Charging right by Crash Jones's side, who's injured. But now, the tide has turned indeed. Millie Bullock is there, fighting by his side, as is Emerald, and the Phantom seems to have moved away. Now, why don't you try to pick on somebody your own size, failsafe? Attacking an unarmed man like that? For shame. But now, you'll be facing Crash Jones and his entire crew of helpers. With that, Crash Jones lunges, grabs his sword in his hand, his ray gun in the other, and he charges charges towards these Aslan no goodniks. My friends, we're in a better space. We are going to strike at these people to try to get out of here, to make a room. And we have our friends. Oh my gosh. Okay. With our jungle cat Emerald by our side, when we strike, aided by Emerald, then we get to add +1, which we are going to do, by the way, right now. We're doing this at this moment. This is going to have to be... Everyone, hi, how are you doing? I'm really excited to share something with you. And what I want to share with you is that Crash Jones, I believe, is very good. Hold on. Wait. We're in trouble. Wait. I'm gonna turn off the music for a second because we have to talk about something. You may not know this, but our good chum, Crash Jones, has a bunch of experience points. Let me show them to you. So we have a bunch of experience points. We technically have 4 experience points boxes that we have not yet spent. I was thinking about spending them to get a new card, to upgrade the cards we currently have, but I think now might be the time to actually buy a new asset. There are many things one could buy at this moment, but I think what we need to do is buy a new path. And I think what we do is we have a couple of options, and I want you and I to discuss this, all of y'all and I. The ones that I'm thinking about right now that I feel like would be perhaps perfect in this moment is we have a couple of options, and I want your thoughts about what we should pick. We only get one, and I feel like golly, this is like you know, I'm going to give you our options. There are a number of really good options here, and okay. All right. Here we go. Let's talk about it. There are a couple of paths that I think are very, very Crash Jones that could easily reveal themselves in this moment. And I want your opinion on which one we should take as this like big, exciting moment. So, do we take Blademaster? Oh, let me come over here since we're here at this moment. Do I take Blademaster? Blademaster is when we're wielding a bladed weapon, which, by the way, we finally got our sword. And the base power for that is when you clash or strike in close quarters, add a +1 on a strong hit with a match. You are unstoppable and you mark progress. This is good. Our other option is Brawler. Now, I think Blademaster is the better choice since we've never seen Crash fight with a blade before. And this is his new sword. Brawler, if you fight unarmed or with a close quarters weapon, when you gain ground by attempting to disarm, trip, shove, or grapple, or stun your foe, add a +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Gunslinger, right? If we've got our ray gun in our hand. When you enter the fray by facing off against your foe, see, again, not that one. Loyalist. When you aid your ally, add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. This is in addition to the benefits taken by your ally on a strong... That's, you know what? I think we have to go with the sword. Navigator is for setting a course. Veteran. When you're in a fight, increase your momentum by 1. Then, if you burn momentum to improve your result, add a +1 on your next move. So he's both a veteran. I think we go with Blademaster. And the reason why I think we go with Blademaster in this moment is because we have never seen Crash Jones fight with a blade before. This will be the first time doing it. So I think this is what we do. I think at this moment, my friends, we will spend 3 of our experience to grab the Blademaster path. And I think this is how this goes. Does the sword count as a close quarter weapon? I feel like it shouldn't. I feel like it's a sword. I feel like a close quarter weapon, if it's a brawler, is going to be something like a brass knuckles or a dagger, something like that. I think a full-on sword would not count. But we're going to take Blademaster. And we are going to strike at this person. We are not in the best position. We should probably, to be honest, gain ground. But why would we do that? Why would we do that? Crash Jones, space adventurer, wielding for the first time, picking up his sword that he forged himself in the heart of the Library of the Dead, an Ironsworn, an iron sword, an iron-sworn sword, made with iron from a meteorite that came from the core of Terra itself. Crash Jones holds this blade out and says, "There's something you may not know about me. I was the captain of my fencing team at Howard University. Not only was I the All-American football quarterback, but I was also an ace fencer. And I'm afraid you are no match against me with a sword from my own home planet. That, and I think you're no match for a viridian tiger." And with that, Crash Jones lunges after Failsafe, our Azan mercenary captain. This is going to be a strike. Should I gain ground? Yes, I should. However, I am going to strike. As will my chum, Emerald. Everyone, this is going to be iron, because we are clashing. In foe at close quarters. Hold on a second. You know what? Actually, Vulpes. You have an interesting point. We have the choice of either distance or close quarters, which means I think the sword would count, because it is a melee weapon. When you gain ground by attempting to disarm, trip, shove, or grapple, yeah, but I think we're good at the moment. So, we're going to stay with Blademaster. It is one-handed. It's a one-handed sword. It's very much, we've got an image of him. So, we are going to attack with iron. Because, oh, that's true. Because we are a striking in close quarters, we're going to get a +1 on this attack. Because we are a Blademaster. Because they don't even know how badass we are with the sword. However, because also Emerald has joined the fray and is going to help us, we also get another +1. And Millie Balak is our ally. And Millie Balak is also here. And we just have to find out what Millie Balak, what her bonus is. Hey, Millie, what are you good at? What are you good at? Millie, you are a shady archaeologist and an engineer. Whenever she aids on a move closely coached with a roll, I don't feel like she's currently aiding us at the moment. So we're not going to get a bonus from her, but she can help us out later, right? We do have Kasira Okiro, our information broker. I do not think this helps us with information brokering at the moment. So we're going to roll. Everybody, I'm feeling really good about where we are at this second. Let us roll iron. We get a +2 as we strike to try to help get ourselves escape. Strong hit, everyone. Strong hit. Okay, this is great. Okay. On a strong hit, mark progress twice. We dominate our foe and stay in control. However, there are more things happening in this moment than you could ever know. Let's get to this progress clock. Why don't we? On a strong hit with a strike, we mark progress twice. Because this is a formidable challenge, it's only one box, but we get to mark it twice. Because we are a Blademaster, on a strong hit, we are unstoppable, and we get to mark progress again. And because we have our jungle cat, we just get a +1. That's it. But yeah, that's what we got. Okay, this is amazing. Oh, okay, okay. All right. I don't. Oh, okay. With that, Crash Jones, our hero. I'm so sorry. What am I even thinking? I can't believe. One moment. How is this even happening? Why did you not tell me? All this time, this is why we were not being successful. Because we needed our goggles. Oh! And with that, Crash Jones draws his blade, the blade he made from the heart of Terra. The Aslan mercenary drops his pistol and pulls out his own axe. They're very special Aslan axes made to work with their dew claws, and they spin it around and makes a deadly sound. And he comes charging, the other Aslan circling round, but Crash Jones is an expert with the blade. He dodges low, and as he dodges low to his feet, the Aslan mercenary commander topples over him, and then Emerald, our viridian tiger, pounces upon him, scratching with her viridian claws made of a gemstone, scratches and then bowls over others, and Millie Block says, "Crash, the door's locked, but I can get us out of here. Just buy me some time, and we can make our way out." She turns and she sees the Phantom, and she says, "Phantom, I can't believe the things you've said about me to Crash. Try to discredit me?" The Phantom says, "I'm only saying what I know to be true." And with that, we know we're in trouble. Crash Jones has got to just buy time, buy enough time that Millie Block can get out, can find a way to break them out of this highly secure club. Well, so this is going to have to be gaining ground. We're going to gain ground by, we need to make a distraction, is what we need to do. We need to make a distraction so that Millie can open up the doors. Oh, not a commercial break yet. We are going to do this by coming to the aid of others. Crash Jones. And also Emerald. Move back to cover Millie Block, who has maneuvered to the front door, trying to pick it with her electronic lockpicks. Can Crash Jones and Emerald hold off the onslaught of the Aslan mercenaries long enough for Millie to get the door open? We shall see. This is going to be gaining ground, my friend. And, That's all we got. This is all we got. We don't have anything more. Nope, I don't think so. Well. Nope. This is us. Heart. We're gonna try to do this. Heart. But we get a +1 from Millie, because this is like what she does. And also, our jungle cat's not going to help us. Neither will our Starbeam chocolate milk. Well, this is us right now. Here we go. Gaining ground. Heart. Strong hit, everyone. We are going to mark progress. Because we can. Yes, yes indeed. And also, we're going to take 2 momentum, which is going to bring our momentum, by the way, up to 5. However, because we were aided, or we were aiding Millie, because that is what it is, we take +1 momentum on a hit, which brings our momentum up to a 6. Yes. We are, in case you're wondering, I feel really good about this. We are at 6. We are at 6. Millie Ballock, our archaeological friend and tech wizard, begins the process of dismantling the lock on the door. She sees, Crash, there's a turret up there. You've got to do something to protect us. I see it, Millie. Thanks. And with that, Crash Jones rolls over the table, jumps up, and is going to slash at the turret. A turret, a robot of doom. This, my friend, is going to be a strike. He's going to leap on top of Emerald's back. Emerald will leap forward, soaring across the air, to try and take down this turret that's meant to stop them all. And my friends, strong hit on our strike. With this, Crash Jones, on the back of Emerald, leaps across the air, brandishing his saber, the saber that is the heart of everything, and Earth. And he swings his sword, catching this turret mid-air, this robotic turret. Sparks fly everywhere, and it is down. And there atop his chum, his tiger, he gets to, my friends, mark progress twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, because he is a Blademaster, one more time, he gets to mark momentum. And with that, he's going to take decisive action, everyone. Yes, indeed. Let's do it. Let's do it. Strong hit, everyone. Strong hit. We take +1 more momentum. Back up to 7. And everyone, actually, I don't think we did. I think we did the wrong thing. Did we do the wrong thing? Did we do the wrong thing? We did do the wrong thing. That wasn't it. Hold on. This is what we need. Right here. Yeah, it was a strong hit. We did it. Okay. Crash Jones, upon the back of Emerald, holds him off, has just destroyed the turret. And Millie Block says, Crash, I've got the door open. Let's go. And Crash looks to find out where the Phantom is. He doesn't see the Phantom anywhere, but he cries out, The Phantom! I know you betrayed me and you're still loyal to Baron Winter and whoever else you work for. You've made an enemy of Crash Jones. But this place is not the place for us. Let's go! And with that, Crash Jones, leaping across the back of Emerald, charges towards the door, brandishing his sword and his ray gun, and as he passes by Millie Bullock, he grabs her hand and Millie Bullock swipes onto the back of Emerald, and off they go, charging outside of Club 57 on the planet of Thieves, charging through the night. The Club 57 has lasers shooting, pew, 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 pew. But those lasers cannot match Crash Jones when he's upon the back of Emerald. And off into the night they go, running through the streets, moving left, moving right. There are hover bikes left and right. There are walkers. There are pirates everywhere. But he knows that he can outrun each and every one of them. Through the streets they go. They are making their way to the landing pad where they have left their ship. Off they go. Hiding, sneaking, moving forward, and soon, before them, is their dear spaceship. The one that they love. The spaceship they hear in their ears. Why, Crash Jones, I take it you're coming in hard. Let me open up the door for you. And there, down the on-ramp lowers, and Crash Jones and Millie Bullock and Emerald charge onto the ship. The door closes, and off they soar into space. Crash Jones has escaped the planet of Thieves and made it into space, knowing that now they have to find their way to the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Crash Jones, there in his trusty spaceship, jumps into the pilot's seat and takes off into the deep depths of space. The pirate planet behind him, he thinks to himself, "Oh, hey Millie, that was close. Once we get out of here, we're gonna have to talk. Something the Phantom said. Well, we have to talk about it." Before they can go much further, they hear a voice from behind them. The voice of a Vargar woman known as the Phantom, who says, "Yes, I do believe that there is a conversation to be had." And there on the bridge, the Phantom emerges, who has stowed away upon their ship, headed towards the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. What will their conversation be? Will they find the Asteroid Dungeon? Who can be trusted? We shall find out this information after our break. We're going to take a break, but before we do, we are going to officially, we're going to have to do some stuff. I believe that this will count as marking progress towards, where's our vow? Hey, our vow is to rescue the Dread Liege Dalton. This is a formidable task. I believe this will count. Getting off with our information counts as progress towards that, and also progress towards rescuing the Phantom's brother. It's not anymore other progress, though. We're going to take a break. But there is a move for taking a break. Oh my gosh, everybody, that was so intense. I don't even know what else to say. Take a break. When you resolve a progress move or complete an intense scenario, which we did, take a few deep breaths. Whew, few deep breaths, everybody. We're going to take some time to attend the needs of our body, which is going to be to drink some water, otherwise known as Dr. Pepper, stretch our legs. I'm very excited. This is what happens when you have your chums with you. Also, I'm really excited that we got a brand new path, which is our Blademaster. We're going to move on after our break, which will let us have 1+1 on our next move, right? Bolstered by reflection. So we're going to take a break. It's going to be a 10-minute break. When we get back, we will step towards the next part of our journey to reach the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Everybody, drink water, stretch your legs. I know I will. And, yeah, give love to Josh Meehan, who's done the amazing art for this game. And I will see you in 10 minutes, everyone. 10 minutes. Whew. Everyone, we are back. I hope that you were able to have some delicious Starbeam chocolate milk during your break, because Starbeam chocolate milk, it's malted and it's good for your bones. I hope you're doing well, chums. Welcome back to part 2 of Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. That was an amazing fight. I can't believe it. It was so good. We, by the way, are going to get a +1 on our next move. We've got great momentum. We're in a good spot. But Crash Jones finds himself... By the way, I need to know what... I know I wrote this down somewhere. What is the name of my ship? Because my ship obviously has a name. Backstory. Let's see. Crash Jones... airman, all-American athlete with a heart of gold. Foo Fighter, spaceship graveyard, Francine. Thank you, Willem. Francine. That's it. Francine. Crash Jones finds himself on Francine with both Millie Bullock and the Phantom. The stowaway. There are important conversations to be had. But before they can be had, Crash Jones and crew need to escape out of Thieve and the entire Thieve system. My friends, we're going to do a thing right now. We're going to start an expedition, is what we're going to do. This journey to the asteroid, the Dungeon Asteroid of Peril, is going to be, we're going to call this an expedition. So, traveler map. I need to bring up a map for you all. Traveler map. So, in case you don't know, um, in Ironsworn Starforged, if you want to get from point A to point B, you have two options. One, if it's a known route that you've traveled before, you're all golden. But if it is not a known route and you haven't traveled there before, then you have to undertake an expedition to do so. And I believe we should undertake an expedition. That's what I think we should do. So let's do that. We're back, everyone. We're here. We are injured and not in the best space, but let's deal with starting our expedition, getting out of this place first, because I feel like that's what we should be doing. We have more things we need to do. We have a lot of drama happening on our ship, but let's undertake an expedition, shall we? When we trailblaze a route through perilous space, journey over hazardous terrain, or survey a mysterious site, give the expedition a name and a rank. Then for each segment of the expedition, envision your approach. So we are going to, I feel like my lighting is just so weird. You know what I mean? That's just what that is. Okay, let's create a progress bar, and let's call this finding the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Because this is just finding the asteroid dungeon itself, I think this will be a dangerous expedition, but not a formidable one, because we do have the Phantom with us, and I feel like we've got some advantages on our way. So I think that it's just going to be a dangerous expedition and not a formidable or an extreme or an epic one. So we need to begin our expedition. And our first move, we have to decide if we're moving at speed or under the radar or staying vigilant. And we're clearly moving with speed because we need to escape. Let's get some spaceship sounds going for ourselves. Let's see, planet side, sojourn, vault, space. There we go. So we're going to start with our edge roll to speed us out of this place, and then we can deal with all the rest of this that's going on. Let's start, shall we, with an edge roll. Because edge is speed. I am an ace pilot. Nope. Not yet. Let's roll it. That is a miss with a match, because I rolled a 1. But I get a +1 that I can use on a move. We are going to burn momentum, is what we're doing. We are not having this at all. We're burning momentum. Let's do that, shall we? Yeah. We're burning momentum. So we're going to get a strong hit with the match. We are not going to have shenanigans right now. That is not what we're having. We cannot handle having shenanigans. We're trying to escape the pirate planet and to get underway. So on a strong hit, we reach a waypoint. Envision the location and mark progress as per the rank of the expedition. On a weak hit above, suffer, peril, but we do get a critical hit. No need to worry about frost wounds. With an icy atmosphere between the Phantom and Milliam the ship. Well, that and all the burns. By the way, we just got like we got a critical success. We got matched. So I think that we need to ponder what this means for us. Whatever it is, it's going to be really, really good. So let's see. we get to mark progress, by the way. We are off having progress getting to this Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. But let's see. Let me see if there's anything here about matches, because we're going to get something really good, and I feel like there's some oracles here for us. Let's see. If you... Right. Envisioning our approach. It's great. Awesome. Waypoints. We're gonna hit a waypoint, which is great. We're gonna figure out what it is. This is awesome. Depending on the place of your story, you may choose to focus an extraordinary location, or discovery might offer opportunity to explore waypoint. I think we should do that. Others are a chance. This is great. On a strong hit, this is where I want to just make sure we get this right, because, you know, this is important. On a strong hit, mark progress per the rank of the expedition as you reach the waypoint. On a weak hit, blah, blah, blah. When you undertake, score a miss, not important. Decide what happens, it's not important. Expedition perils. That's fine. We don't have a peril. I think there's an oracle for this. I think we get something that's really cool. Yeah. I think we get an opportunity. So, Crash Jones, Melee Balak, and the Phantom take off in Francine into space, overseen by their AI companion, June, with her guitar. Yeah, I think it's make a discovery, right? Although that's what you do when you explore, so I think we'll get an opportunity, I think. Probably. Dodging the planetary radar of Thieves, they very quickly move out of space and threw off into the wild blue yonder. Traveling they do. Here, let me show you. We have our sector map. Here's our sector map. Let's see. We want to be at Sindal. This is where we started. And I believe that we should probably take out... We're going to be flying out, right? So let's see. Oop. Let's have us moving 2 slots that way, right? When we're going to get to a waypoint, but with a bonus. And I feel like we're going to come upon a waypoint. We have to deal with... We're in space for a while. So before we get there, we're going to have to deal with that in a second. Before we get there. Once they're underway into jump space. As our heroes jump into jump space, an injured Crash Jones turns to the 2 people in his company and says, "All right, you 2. We have to figure out what's going on. We're in jump space for a week before we emerge, and I need to know what's happening. Millie, the Phantom says that you betrayed me and you were selling me out to Baron Winter the entire time. And you have to admit, you have been behaving a little bit shady, controlling the ship. Is this true? Millie?" Crash Jones coughs up some blood because he is still quite injured. "Crash," says Millie, "it is true that in the beginning I was giving information to Baron Winter, but this was before I knew you well, and... Well, you see, I desperately needed to rescue my mother, and I thought that Baron Winter would be the one who could help me. I didn't think that you would, and I'm deeply sorry. Once my mother was rescued and Baron Winter had nothing over me, I tried to make amends. Tried to help, and that's why I showed up in Thieves. to help save you. Because I'm through with Baron Winter and helping him, and I'll do anything to make it up to you. You've always been very important to me, and you have to know that you're one of my best chums. Crash, please forgive me. By the way, this is going to be while medical treatment is going to be given. Receive treatment from someone, not an ally. Roll iron. So I think we're gonna have to roll iron here. And I'm going to take the +1 on this roll. Let's see. I wish that we could sojourn, but we're not in a community, so I don't think we can do it. So, I don't think either one of the two, they don't have a roll that will help us. I don't think. A weak hit. On a weak hit, we'll give plus, let's see, I get to bring my health back up to max, but we're gonna have to either lose momentum or sacrifice resources. Ooh, let's lose momentum. We are, after all, you know, yeah, we're gonna have to lose momentum because we're hanging out in jump space, which says to me losing momentum. But our health is back up to 5, our spirit's at 4, our supplies at 5, and our momentum's at 0. Just for the record. Yes. Millie Bullock. If Millie was able to give us a bonus on that roll, by the way, then we would have had a strong hit, but that is not the case. Wait, my jungle cat, I can't do it yet. It's fine. Crash, says Millie. Can you please forgive me? This, right now, I believe, with this admission, is going to be a move. And I think the move that this is to test our relationship. When your relationship with a connection is tested through conflict, betrayal, or circumstance, roll heart. You share a bond, add +1. So, my friends, I believe that this is going to have to be a roll to see we are testing our relationship. We do get a +1. Strong hit! Strong hit, everyone. Okay. Okay. On a strong hit, we're going to develop our relationship. Which, if you've already shared a bond with this connection, do not mark progress. Instead, roll their rank to learn the impact on your legacy. This is the scariest roll in the game. So, y'all, we just had a very good, positive thing. Speaking of which, I just feel like we need to put our friends on our ship. We need to do that and then deal with this because, hey, Millie, let's move you, shall we? We need to move you where? We need to move you to, hold on. We need to roll our, yes, right? Roll their rank. And their rank is dangerous. That's a +2. So I believe we're gonna roll other +2 and see how this goes. Oops, other +2. Roll. A weak hit. A weak hit. So we're rolling their rank. Crash and Millie will now need a space church to learn the impact on their legacy. On a strong hit, mark 2 ticks on your Bond's legacy track on a strong hit with a match, right? On a weak hit, take +2 momentum. Okay, that's fine. That's great. I'm into it. I feel like we should probably clear that, but here we go. 2 momentum. Okay. Millie, you lied to me and you betrayed me. And I didn't even find out about it, except from the Phantom here. And I wish you could have told me yourself. Crash, I would have told you, but I was ashamed. But I did give you a way to access the Phantom so that you could rescue Dalton Danvers. I'm trying to make it up to you, Crash. I am. I understand. Well, you say you're sorry. Are you done with Baron Winter? Yes, Crash, I am. Well, in that case, I forgive you. But I do ask something of you. I'm going to the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril to save Dalton Danvers, and I would ask that you accompany me. I don't know what sort of dangers might be there. I don't know what sort of traps or technological tricks, but whatever it is, you'd be able to help make this a success. So, will you be willing to accompany me to rescue Dalton Danvers? Crash, I would. I do have to eventually leave to work on the cure for the books, but of course, I know how important this is. I want to help. Over in the corner, the Varga woman known as the Phantom sniffs. That was easy. You forgive very quickly, Crash Jones. I do. There's one thing you should know about me, the Phantom. I believe in the goodness of people. I know that people might make mistakes, but I know that with heart, with faith, with love, and with Starbeam chocolate milk, I know that anyone can become a better person and make amends. Just because someone makes a mistake doesn't mean that we excise them from the community forever. People have to be able to make mistakes and then learn from them, and then come back better people. And if we never give people a second chance, they'll never be able to become their best selves. It's only by making mistakes that we learn, and this was a very serious mistake, but I believe that Millie has learned her lesson. Oh, I have, Crash. Well, says the Phantom, you might drop me off somewhere, but you did make a promise to try to save my brother. I'm going to hold you to that promise, Crash Jones. In the meantime, I will help you get to where you're going. And with that, we're going to come out of space to our first waypoint. Okay, we're going to have to explore a waypoint. When you divert from an expedition to examine a notable location, we're going to roll wits. By the way, we're going to be able to get a discovery here because we got that match from the last time. We're going to carry it over here. Let's see. We are going to take... we're going to roll our wits. This is a wits roll. But we have some things here. That won't help us. That won't help us. That also won't help us. This will not help us. That won't help us. None of those will help us, but we have the Phantom with us, which I believe should give us a +1 and a plus momentum on a hit. Let us explore our... Let's explore, shall we, our waypoint. And find out what it is, right, actually? So let's do that. We need to figure out where we're at, right? Let's see. We have to figure out what this place is that we've come upon. Well, let's roll wits. We get a +1 because we have our information broker with us. And that's not... I don't think we're going to get anything else with us. Millie is... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go back to our sector for a moment. And let's, let us go here. But also we need to get Millie. We have some people that I would like to send with us. Kasira Okiro, she's our information broker, and she should... We need to send her... Hey. How do we do... Oh, you know what? I know how we do it. We go here. We see Kasira, and we are going to have her go... We're going to move her. We're going to move her to... she's in Thief. We don't want to do that. Let's move her to... I want her to hang out with us. I feel like maybe we can't just yet. Sell. We can move her to Sindal. Yeah, I think we can't move her there just yet. That's okay. We will move her there later. But let's find out what we discover, shall we? Oh, we have to roll wits. Sorry. Oh, I know what I was doing. I wanted to find out what Millie's specializations were. Millie Bullock. She is a shady archaeologist and an engineer. Does this... I don't think being a shady archaeologist will help us in our wits roll on this waypoint expedition. Well... maybe it will. She's an archaeologist. It's about exploration. I say we get one more +1. Let's roll it. Wits, go. Strong hit, everyone. This was very good. Okay. Okay. We're going to make a discovery, and... Okay, this is really good. What do we find in this place? Let's see. On a strong hit with a match, we get to choose one. Find opportunity, gain progress. Envision a favorable insight, situation, resource, or encounter, then take +2 momentum. Let's make a discovery. We need to decide what this is. We're gonna make this discovery, and then we'll let that guide us to see what we find. Whenever your exploration waypoint uncovers something wondrous, roll on the table below or choose one. Okay, let's roll to make a discovery, shall we? Rare and valuable resource. Love it. This is great. Okay, so let's create what we found. This is great. I'm really excited for this. I think we're golden. I have an idea. Let's do some oracles, shall we? We are in space, and we are in the... I think we're in the Outlands, right? No, we're in the Expanse. We are in the Expanse. We are going to a debris field of mineral asteroids. Perfect. Perfect. This is great. I'm very excited. And we have an opportunity, which is a cache of cargo or supplies. I think this is great. I'm gonna hit stellar object. I don't know how I feel about it, but a blazing blue star. I like that too. Yes. So let's, what I'd like to do is make this an object, right? Let's create a thing in this space. Let's call this, this is a location. Set to location to save Oracle generated content and enable search for this cell. Add, sighting. Okay, this is great. And here's our sighting. And this sighting is a debris field. Oop, not Debro. Debris field of mineral asteroids. This is so great, everybody. In front of a mysterious blue star and a cache. I've got this for you ready. I got it. And a cache of supplies. Oh, this is gonna be so good. So good. So good. So good, everybody. I know exactly what this is. Great. And then, great. Okay, I think that should do that right there, right? Is that everything we need? Let's see. We're in the Sendal sector. We have this sighting. A mysterious blazing blue star. Blazing blue star. This is really good, everybody. Check me out. Crash Jones, Millie Bullock, and the Phantom emerge from jump space early, and before them they see a blazing blue star, and around this star there's a debris field of mineral asteroids. Crash, says Millie. I'm picking up some strange signals at that debris field. I think we should perhaps stop and explore it, see what we might find. All right, I know we don't have a lot of time, but there might be something here that could be useful. If we are being pulled out of jump space early, well, there might be something important. With that, Crash Jones, Billy Bullock, the Phantom, Emerald, and June in Francine fly towards this debris field and begin to explore. So, here's a thing. We find something. And, this might give us extra moves, but instead I think what we get... Are you ready? Are you ready? I think what we do... Oh, by the way, since we mark a discovery, there's something else we get to do. I forgot to mention this. When you... This is important. We've explored that waypoint. We get to make a discovery. And we had a strong hit there, yes? Okay, so because we marked a discovery, we get to mark 2 ticks on the discovery's legacy track, which is an important part of the game. So we have these legacy tracks. It's how we get experience points, and we get to mark 2 ticks because we've discovered something very important. 1, 2. By the way, we now have more experience. So, as our heroes explore this mineral asteroid debris field, Millie says, Crash, something's there. The Phantom pays close attention to see what they might find. Crash Jones says, I'll put on the spacesuit and, do a spacewalk, see what might be there. Crash Jones heads off into space, with only June in his ear, as he floats towards this mineral asteroid field. He discovers something wondrous. Most of the asteroids are valuable minerals, quite useful. Things that could make them huge amounts of money, I guess. However, that is not what catches Crash Jones's eyes. What he finds is a very special mineral. Very special indeed. What he finds is a green, glowing mineral deep in the heart of one of the asteroids. When he looks, he sees that it is the mineral known as viridian. A large chunk of viridian is nestled inside of this asteroid. And he thinks to himself, in the light of the blue star, this here is providence. This is something special. And it's something we've been looking for a long time. I wonder if maybe there's something about blue stars and viridian. Something important. Well, we're gonna have to go and haul this asteroid back into the hold. We have got, I promised Merrick Velez some viridian, and, well, looks like I can keep that promise. And with that, Crash Jones pulls this asteroid back into Francine. Some work to chip away at its outer shell allows them the ability to extract quite a large chunk of viridian. More than enough for not only Merrick Velez, but also to keep on the ship itself. And as they see this amazing asteroid field, something that no one else has seen before for who knows how long, off they go again to make their way towards the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, leaving the blue star unknown and unmapped. Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, we have a vow, which is to bring some viridian to Merrick Velez, and this is going to allow us to mark progress on that quest. And so, we must continue our questing towards the, our terrible dungeon. So we're going to have to undertake an expedition. And so we do. We're going to continue rolling at speed. We have to rush. We've been in, we don't have much time. We're going to have to go and help. I hope we don't get there too late. Let's go. Now, by the way, there are some other moves we can do. Facing danger, securing adventure, gathering information, compelling. I feel like this gathering information will help us, but maybe not right now. We'll have to look at this later. But let's explore, shall we? Let's see what we can get. Gaining size skills. Oh! A strong hit as we fly through space. I'm feeling really good about where we're at right now, everybody. This is really good. So as we go upon our expedition, we're going to reach a waypoint and mark progress on our journey. So we're finding the asteroid, which is a little dangerous, so that's fine. This is good. We come across a waypoint. And I think, what do we find at this waypoint? We're going to find, let's do an oracle for it, shall we? Let's see what we can find. We have action theme, super focus, planet, settlement, starship, character, creature, derelict, vault. Let's find out what we have, shall we? Also, we should look at our sector map and figure out, by the way, I'm looking at the traveler map to see where we are. From Thieves, we're here. So let's find out what we find. We find a stellar object. Oh, okay. But, all right. It's 2 stars in close orbit, connected by fiery tendrils of energy. Okay. And I feel like we should probably also, there's no planet here. There's no settlement or starship. Hey, maybe we find a starship. That could be fun. Right? Let's maybe we find a starship as we are running about. Yes, we are in the Expanse. Banshee's Cry, an escape pod. Ho ho ho! Okay. Neutral automated. This is great. See, the thing is, in a good serial, you always just get closer and closer. All right. Okay, so let's do this. Our chums, and we're going to put ourselves, let's see, right here. Boop, boop. And let's create something. Let's create a location. And let's add a ship. Let's add that ship, why don't we? It's a starship, and it is the Banshee's Cry. Ooh, this is exciting. Banshee's Cry, it's an escape pod. I don't know what fleet does. Let's find out, why don't we? Faction, oh, well, we don't know. We can find out. First look, dark and stealthy? I forgot. I should have saved it. Oh, here we go. Nope. This is going to be in the Sindal sector, and it's going to be at the Banshee's Cry. We'll save this. Let's see what happens for fleet. Settler Caravan? We'll see how I feel about that. Mission Surrender Life. We don't know how we feel about that. Let's just save that. And, all right. I feel good about this. We have got... Oh, well, I'll tell you what. We need to delete some of this stuff as we are getting closer. Neutral Automated Surrender Life. I think this is our full one right here. I don't know how I feel about that, but that may not be... That just might be weird. Let's delete that one, and then delete that one. Okay. As Crash Jones, Melee Balak, and the information broker fly through space, heading towards, inexorably towards, the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. They move out of space and find themselves before 2 stars in close orbit, connected by fiery tendrils of energy. Here, Jude says, Crash, I don't mean to interrupt you, but, while this may be a very beautiful space, there's an escape pod there. I've noticed it in my sensors. Oh, says Crash. If there's an escape pod, they might be in trouble. I know that Dalton Danvers is in trouble, but I feel like we should probably make sure everyone's all right. All right, I think we should move in closer, find out what might be there. After all, if someone's in trouble, well, it's our job to try to help them out. It could be anything. Okay, so we are going to need to explore, and also I feel like we're going to need to gather some information. Like, we're going to need to yeah, let's gather some info first, shall we? June, why don't you bring out your sensors and see what we can find out? Let's see what we can do. Well, scan sensors. Let's see if we can find out if anybody's alive, or if we can maybe contact them. I think, everyone, that this is going to be a gather information roll, which is wits. But we have an information broker, so I do think we should be able to get a bonus on this one. Let's roll wits, why don't we? All right, so we're gonna roll wits. We're not particularly witty, to be honest, and we don't actually have our overseer June does not help us with gathering information, really only with securing an advantage. So that's not, well, it says when you assess a situation, make preparations or attempt to gain leverage. You know what? I do think this might be assessing the situation rather than gathering information. Because gathering information is searching for clues, conducting investigation, or analyzing evidence, or doing research, which I don't think we're doing. I actually think that we're securing an advantage here, which our overseer will give us a bonus on. So we can roll integrity, which means that we're rolling our ship instead, which makes sense to me. Which makes sense. We have an integrity of 5. All right, June. Oh, why don't you roll up the sensors? Let's do a scan of that ship. Let's see what kind of what we can learn. So, Millie, why don't you get on there and see what you can find, and I'll look as well. So we're going to roll integrity, which is our ship, and we are going to get a +1 from Millie because she's a tech brilliant person, and also we're going to roll. Sadly, I'm afraid we're going to have to roll with wits. No, integrity. Sorry, thank you. Integrity. Let's go. Let's go. A weak hit. That was a bad roll. A weak hit is not the worst. Not the worst. We get to have 2 momentum. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take the 2 momentum because our momentum is currently bad. And we're also going to be able to get a +1 momentum from June. I think Crash, I think everyone on that ship, there are some life forms, but I think they are in suspended animation. And it is an escape pod after all. We should perhaps find out what's happening. Let's suit up. Precious. Just what I was thinking. Anybody who wants to come with me, you're welcome. And with that, our heroes are going to explore the waypoint. Off they go. Into their suits. Docking with the escape pod. They fly out on their tethers. Open the hatch. And climb into the escape pod. I feel like we're going to need to roll wits here. And I think that we're going to have to see what we can find. What does the inside of the ship look like? I feel like there are probably, well, you know what? There is, that's the first look. That's great. I feel like, derelict, inner first look. Let's do that. No, that's a derelict. That's not exciting. Oh, hold on. Derelict, starship. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's not a good one. Let's, inner first look again. Ornate furnishings. That's good. Ornate furnishings. I like that. I like that. Okay. So, we have a... Have we rolled for this ship? We haven't, have we? We've not. We have... No, we haven't. We have to roll wits. Okay. Wits... Our archaeologist should give us a +1 for this. I wish this were not wits, but unfortunately that is what my life is like, so... Here we go. Do we have any bonuses? I don't think we do, besides that. Well... Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Strong hit. Strong hit. We can either find an opportunity, a favorable insight, a situation, resource, or encounter, then take +2 momentum, or mark progress on our expedition per its rank. Favorable insight, situation, resource, or encounter. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Okay. Crash Jones, Millie Ballock, and the Phantom come upon an ornate escape pod floating in space near these two twin stars in a section of space not yet noted as anything of interest. Our trio climb aboard this escape pod, diving in to see what they might find. Inside, the interior is desperately ornate and very, very ancient. There are computers, but the computers themselves are powered down. Old. Who knows how old? There are 2 spots, low berth spots. One is empty, and the other seems to have someone in it. And so, our trio begin to search the computer records of this place, of this escape pod, to find out where it came from and who might be aboard. We're going to take the 2 momentum, by the way, and we're going to gather information. And we're going to gather information, and this one is still wits, sadly, but we are going to get our bonus. Oh, by the way, we should have more momentum, because we get momentum when we get help. We're going to search the computer records. This is a strong hit. By the way, we are at 9 momentum. Oh, this is really good. This is really good. I have ideas about what this means. So we discovered something helpful and specific. The path you must follow, the action you must take to make progress is clear. We're going to basically max out our momentum right now. The trio search through. Before Crash Jones can unthaw the pilot in this escape pod, the Varga woman known as the Phantom cries out, "Crash, don't unthaw the pilot. He shouldn't be unthawed without an actual doctor, someone far more experienced. This pilot has been in suspended animation for 1,000 years. This is a very old Sindalian escape pod. And it says here that he was accompanying someone very important. Someone known as the Heart of the of Sindal. That they were escaping the Great Sindalian War. And they made it out safely. And, according to the records, whoever this Heart of Old Sindal, the Heart of the Reaches, whoever it is, they left this escape pod, well, not that long ago, only a few years. And we might have some sort of way to track them down. Does this mean anything to you? Crash says, by golly, it does mean something to me. It's somebody I'm trying to find. Listen. The Phantom. I know you promised to go with me in this place, but, well, this pilot's important. When we get to our next stop along the way, I'd like to ask you to, well, I'd like to ask you to, no, Millie, it has to be you. I asked you to come with me into this Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. But you know Dr. Zukov, and if anyone can thaw out this pilot, it's Dr. Zukov, and, well, if this pilot has some kind of clue to find the heart of the Reaches, then, well, we have to take that chance. Millie, I'm going to ask you to, well, leave me here. Take this escape pod. We can get it working. Back to Zukov. So we can learn one more step to get closer to finding the heart. Is that all right? Would you do that for me? Millie says, well, I did want to find this Asteroid Dungeon of Peril, but, well, I know that this is important to you, so yes, I will take this escape pod back to Zukov. Meet me there when you're done with this, and... Millie Balak looks deeply and with some distrust at the Phantom and says, well, Kasira Okiro, I'm leaving Crash Jones in your capable hands. I want him back alive and in one piece. Elsewise, you'll have me to deal with. And with that, Crash Jones and the Phantom, Kasira Okira, leave Millie Balak aboard the old Sindalian escape pod full of secrets. And they board back again on Francine, and the two leave and go their own ways. Well, this is something new. And off they go to further find their way towards the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. My friends, I know you're thinking this is the time we should go. I understand that. But I feel like we explore just a little bit further. We do, after all, have a cliffhanger to get. We can't end until we get a cliffhanger. Let's explore our waypoint. We roll a miss on that, but we will... Oh. Let's think about this. If we miss, we get put into danger, right? So that seems like something kind of exciting. I think that this is exactly what we do. Okay. So, I think, let's see. If we undertake an expedition and we miss, we are waylaid by a crisis or arrive at a waypoint to confront an immediate hardship or threat. Do not mark progress and pay the price. And I think this is what we do. Right? I think... Yeah. I feel like that's I think that's what we do. I think this will be the most exciting thing. I think this is going to be our cliffhanger. So what we're going to do is yeah. Let me think about it. I'll read you what I'm looking at. You suffer the cost during an interstellar journey and roll pay the price table to learn that you face a tough choice. You envision a fiery energy storm blocking your path. You could go through it and risk damage to your ship, or go around and delay your arrival at the next waypoint by several hours. You choose a safer course and lose momentum. So let's roll on pay the price and find out what it is that we come across. Let's find out. By the way, we are going to travel a little bit further. And let's see. We went 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just hit one square where we get our paying the price. We're going to find something, and it's going to be... Let's pay the price, shall we? Hello, pay the price. Where are you? Pay the price. Let's roll. Pay the price. You're stressed. Your stress doesn't seem nearly as exciting. You know what? I feel like your stress is not very exciting as a pay the price. Well, maybe we can make it make sense. Let's see. You're stressed. You're stressed. I don't think I like it. I want to re-roll. Madness-inducing dreams. Oh, we just rolled pay the price again and we get stressed again. So I actually think since we rolled it twice, it was the same outcome, I think we have to keep it. We are stressed. Okay. First off, the first thing we're going to do, looking at if you are disheartened or frightened, endure stress. We're also kind of low. We also have been hurt with stress already. So we're going to endure stress first, because seeing what that looks like, I think might help us out. Endure stress. When you face mental strain, shock, or despair, suffer -1 for minor stress. This is going to be a serious stress, I think, is what I think. Okay. Suddenly, a man breaks through the door with a gun in his hand. No. As our heroes make their way through space, Crash Jones now without Millie Ballock, only on Francine with Emerald and the Phantom, Kasira Okiro, the Vagra information broker, who he does not know as well as he could. As they fly through space, they move ever closer to the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Suddenly, alarms go off on Francine, and June says, Crash Jones, we're having some sort of problem. There's some sort of problem with the ship. Something is wrong. Something seems to have infected the ship, perhaps. We're coming out of jump right now, and we're coming out of jump early. Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. And with that, Crash Jones feels the sickening lurch of an early ejection from jump space. Something has pulled them out, and Crash Jones feels the nausea, feels the disorientation, and is going to have to take serious stress. And I'm going to roll, that's going to put his spirit down to 3. I'm going to roll heart to try to withstand this stress. It's a strong hit. We only take 1. Our spirit is going to go down by 1. Our spirit is now 3. And Francine is pulled out of jump space early. And there before them, in the middle of nowhere, they see something shocking and horrible. Something that Crash Jones, space adventurer, never expected to see here. There before them, Crash Jones sees a Foo Fighter, the same sort of ship that he was chasing in 1944 Seoul time. And he sees a portal. It's just like it was in 1944. Just like it was, but how could that be? How could he be seeing the same ship that he saw so long ago, and the same portal that brought him here so long ago? What madness is this? What madness is this? He jumps immediately to the cockpit and he says, "The Phantom, we don't have time. We have to chase that Foo Fighter down." She says, "Crash, what are you talking about? I don't see a Foo Fighter. It's there! It's there, I tell you!" Is Crash Jones chasing a phantom? Or is the phantom incorrect? What are the effects of coming out of jump space too early? Will they make it to find Dread Liege Dalton Danvers before it's too late? Well, you'll have to tune in. Tune in next week to find out. Will Crash Jones learn something of his past? Or will he be doomed? My friends, we shall find out next week on Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Everyone, that is the end of our episode. Crash Jones escaped this terrible, terrible club, made friends, found an important bit of progress on the search for Amelia Earhart. Also found Viridian. Things seem to be going Crash Jones's way. Or is it? We shall see next week on Crash Jones, Space Adventurer, and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. We do, however, have an ending move to do. We, my friends, need to, we did not, by the way, make any progress, but that's fine. We need to end our session, is what we need to do. There must be some time passing. I can see a vignette of Winter brushing his teeth and getting ready for bed while Dalton is still... It's very slow, very slow what's the word? Uh, what's it called? Conveyor belt. Very slow. I've seen serials. It's very, very slow. So we're going to end our session. When you end a significant session or chapter play, reflect on the events of the game and identify any missed opportunities to mark progress. If you strengthen your ties connection, develop your relationship. If you move forward on a quest, reach a milestone. So I actually do think that we do have some things we can look at. So let's start with our quests, of which we have quite a few. So our challenges. Let's start at the bottom and head towards the top. I believe that we did make progress on finding the true and noble lost Sindalian heir who can wield the Viridian blade and help them lead a new empire that will bring peace to the Reaches by defeating the Azan Hierarch, the Zodani Council, and other nefarious villains, by making that amazing discovery that we got from the matched pair. So, boom. We have made progress on that. I think, by the way, hold on, reach a milestone. Overcome a critical obstacle, gain meaningful insight, that we did. Completing a perilous expedition, acquiring a critical item or resource. I think basically it's that. Earning vital support or defeating a notable foe. So, that was epic, so I only get one click. Did that. I will aid Dreadliege Dalton, reclaiming leadership. Nope. Rescue Dreadliege Dalton. Do we get any progress for that? No. Bring some Viridian to Merrick Rose. We did that. Well, we didn't do it, but we made progress on that. Free all the people trapped in the Library of the Dead. No progress on that. Aid Millie and Zukov in finding a way to reverse the cure of the library so the books can be freed. We need the cure first. No progress on that. Track down Bart Jones and bring him to justice. No progress on that. Swear to the fan that we will rescue her brother from the asteroid labyrinth of peril. No progress on that. But how about developing our relationship? We have not so many people we could develop with, but we've already developed with Millie. But did we develop with the Phantom? We did the vow last time. We haven't completed a quest. We did leverage their help. No, we didn't leverage their help, but we did actually help them out in that fight. Giving something of worth, sharing a profound moment, which we actually did do. Oh, actually, that profound moment I actually think would be for both of them. Standing with them against hardship, which we definitely did. Overcoming a test of our relationship, which we also did. So I actually think that we get to mark progress with the Phantom because not only do we share the profound moment, we also helped them out and gave them cover in the fight. And yeah, so I think we get to... Hello, Kasira Okiro. She is formidable, so we get to mark one more progress on her track. For the record, that is what we get to do. I'm very excited about that. So we've marked progress with her. Kieran Holland is a villain. We do not like them. They're not a connection. They are evil. That's fine. And let's see, anything else? I don't think we've developed any more relationships. I don't think we made any more progress, but I do think we get to think about what we want to focus in on next to end our session. If there's a quest, connection, or other situation we'd like to give your focus, do we get to stack? Because we developed a relationship. The question is, do these things stack? This is our big question. If we develop our relationship, can we do it more than once? We need to ponder this question. This is what we have to ponder. And we have to ponder one last thing. So developing the relationship is 164. Can we do it more than once? If you do any of the following, you mark progress. There are several triggers to help define the bounds of what it means to evolve your relationship, but the pace is largely under your control. It's a big galaxy, so any meaningful interaction with a connection is likely an opportunity to develop your relationship. Um, bonds. Uh, I feel like, oh, I think it's only fair to say only once per session. I think that's fair. So, what do we want to focus on next? I would say that next time we should focus on focus for the next time, because I want us we're going to be able to get a +1, I think, right, on our next move. Let's see. Oh, we're actually maxed out on momentum anyway, but we need to get out of this situation. We're good. All right. I think that's it. I think that is everything for this space. We're maxed out momentum. Our spirit's pretty low. We've got good supplies. We've left Millie to go find Zukov. We're heading towards the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. We are a little bit less than halfway towards finding it. So we're going to have a few more sojourns before we get there. And hopefully we can find it. And then save Dalton Danvers, who's very slowly heading on a conveyor belt towards his doom. Which is terrible. Golly gee. Okay, I feel great about that. I hope you had a good time. I did. This was pretty awesome. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Whew. Something bad's happening to Crash Jones right now. Well, we'll see what we can do. Come see me next Friday for part 3 of Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Enduring. Oh no, we have 3 spirit right now. It's just that my I just updated the OBS because there's a new OBS and it is not doing what I want it to do. Right? It is it's not doing what it needs to do. We'll fix it when we do a restart. Oh, okay. We'll get that all set up. So, thank you for being here, everybody. I want to say thank you. This was so fun. We're going to have some kind of strange situation, some kind of terrible space sickness has probably gotten hold of Crash Jones, and we're going to have to figure out what to do about it. And gosh, that's bad. Whew. So, where can you find me next? Next time, I will be streaming. I'm not going to be streaming Rain World tomorrow because I've got a bunch of prep to do for the other RPG that I'm running tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern on my channel. I will be running the first episode of Seasons of Death Spring, A Deniable Woman, the next installment of our Seasons of Death Knights Black Agent solo op extravaganza, where we've been going through an adventure with a different agent each time. We're going through an adventure with our third agent, PB Plays Inside, who's pretty amazing. But unfortunately, no Rain World because I've got a lot of prep to do for that. So join me at 5 p.m. tomorrow for that. And this is like, look, we only have 4 weeks before the summer's over, so I want to get as much gaming in as I can. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, join me here on this channel for part 2 of Cthulhu Confidential Ex Astoria with Jackie Dash as the hard-boiled reporter Vivian Sinclair. Then you can find me on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at Laugh Love Lindy's channel for Reading Between the Lines, our Good Society campaign, where there's a lot of visitations and drama. And then Friday back here on Friday at 7 p.m. for part 3 of Crash Jones and the Asteroid Dungeon of Peril. Our hero is halfway to finding this asteroid, and maybe they can do it. My goodness. So, yeah, the dungeon will be a cakewalk compared to getting there. We're going to be treating this dungeon as a vault. So exploring the dungeon, we'll be exploring a vault. So I'm really excited. Look, I love exploring vaults. They're pretty cool. It's a pretty awesome thing. And we're going to be exploring a vault. There'll be traps and badnesses all along. And I just can't wait till we get there. I feel like maybe we'll get there next session. We'll get to the asteroid, and then we'll, you know, see if we can make our way through it. That's it. I've got things to read out. Well, I may not have things to read out, but I might. We'll find out. Let's see. We have no messages to read out, so that's fine there. Let me see. I want to say thank you. I want to thank you. You can find me here on Trooper SJP on Twitch. You can also find me at Trooper SJP on YouTube, where there's an archive of all of these shows. You can also find me at Academic Foxhole on Twitter, on Blue Sky, or maybe I'm a Trooper SJP on Blue Sky. I don't know, one of those. Also, you can find me at Academic Foxhole on Patreon, which goes to help support paying for the cast of the shows. Not me, that comes later. And also, if you're on the Patreon, you'll get sort of updates. And you can also find us at Academic Foxhole on Fourth Wall, where we've got lovely merch, amazing merch, including Crash Jones merch. There will be new merch. I just need time to figure it out, and it will happen. So this is, I think, everything I want to tell you except for one thing, and that is we should see if there's anyone to raid. Also, I forgot to get rid of the pre-rolls. Let's see, who's up? I want to give us a raid to give some love to other people. I think it's important. What do we have? We have, what's exciting here? Well, we have some Fabula Ultima. We have some VTM. Oh, Falcon Myth. Falcon Myth is streaming right now, and Falcon Myth are a bunch of academics, and also they're Canadian. I'm not, but I'm an academic. And they're running some Vampire the Masquerade. So I think we should absolutely give them a raid to give them some love, because who doesn't want to do that? Here is our raid command, everyone. Let's give them some love. And I will make this raid go live once we finish our credits. Thank you, everyone who showed up to watch. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I cannot wait to be here next week to find out how Crash Jones is going to deal with space sickness. All right, everybody. Or is it just space sickness? Well, I suppose we'll find out in a week. I'll see you tomorrow, everyone. Take care of yourself, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Remember, we're going to be doing a raid. Okay, bye, everybody.